Hey everybody, my name is Beck and I like plants. And today we're going to be talking about where we are at in Star Trek Fleet Command. I really don't want to waste any time, so I feel like we should just hop right on into it. Here's another review. So I'm actually recording this video the same exact time that I just recorded my other video, just kind of letting you guys know what's been going on, why I've been gone, and kind of been on a break for the last month. I just want to first, again, apologize that I've been gone and I didn't really put anything out into the world unless you were my Twitch streams. If you're in my Twitch streams, you know why I've been gone. Otherwise, you probably didn't. But I appreciate all of those who have reached out and had kind words and just have been looking forward for my return and all of the nice things. So thank you guys so much. I actually wanted to talk a little bit about where we are at currently with Star Trek, how far we've gotten, where we're going, all of those fun things. So first things first, everybody wants to know, what ops level am I at? I am at ops level 22. That has been really tiring. I won't lie to you. And I know a lot of you guys are going to laugh because you're like, oh, I can't even remember back that far. 22 is so far away. And tell you what, I mean, waiting for 4 days, I think it was 4 days was the timer for Ops 22. I was really trying to hit it before this current arc that we're in, which I know you guys want to give me props. I said the word arc, and arc is the proper word I'm supposed to use. So, but it took about 4 days, I believe. We've done a couple of things. I am a total completionist, and I feel like that kind of hurts me a little bit as I'm playing this game because I just want to complete everything. I want to make sure that all of my buildings are max as far as they can go before I go to the next thing. I keep wanting to make sure that my research trees stay way up to date. 22 is about, I'm about where I thought I would be. I'll be honest. I've been playing about 6 weeks. I'm about where I thought I would be. Although I really feel like I could have gotten a little further had I not just stopped and paused and stopped and paused and stopped and paused. I'm currently working on upgrading all of my buildings to be 22. So I've gotten my academy to 22 and I believe my R&D department to 22. My other buildings, of course, you have to kind of go in the line. All of my generators and vaults are sitting at 21. So I need to get those up, as well as like my dry docks outside of the station, so that way I have that. I've had a lot of people ask me, hey, what did you think about the last arc? And I'm gonna be very frank with you guys, because I don't know much in terms of like anything past mechanics at this point, because at least now I know the mechanics. I didn't know that a few weeks ago, but now that I know the mechanics, for me, the arcs don't matter. And when I say they don't matter, I mean that I'm not sitting here focused on the rewards. I'm just looking at all the things I need to do and doing them. I don't really have an opinion on how I view the arcs at this point because I'm still learning like the actual mechanics of the game, and I'm finally getting to a place where I'm understanding them, and I'm rolling with it. In terms of ships, while I was playing, I ended up being gifted both the North Star and the Franklin because they hit the store a couple of weeks ago at the same time, and that they were only in the store for 2 days, I believe, and two different members of my community / Rev's community were like, hey, we want to give you these. When I got both the North Star and Franklin, it was like life-changing. Seriously, the fact that I could go through and accomplish so much in like half the time was just, oh man, like a feeling you can't even describe, like so great. But a couple of things have happened since then that have kind of altered some of my opinions on those a little bit. So my North Star right now is like my ride or die. I use it all the time. It's my strongest ship right now, and I am just constantly using it for all of the things. My Franklin, believe it or not, you guys, is not currently like equipped or assigned. One of the reasons why I don't have it assigned is because it is level locked. So level locked meaning like I can't do anything until I reach certain levels. I just hit level 22 literally like 24 hours ago-ish. And so I know that now like I've hit the next bracket of when I can upgrade my Franklin, but I don't have all the materials that I need for it. So I need to kill a few more swarm for it and then I'll be good. But that's what I'm going to do whenever I'm done filming this video. And then hopefully by the next video, I'll have it all done, ready to go. Or maybe by my next Twitch stream, we'll see. Where I am currently at, my home base is at, I cannot warp out of the system that I'm in. So I'm kind of stuck. But we'll talk about that here in a second on my experiences. So right now I'm loving my North Star and I'm using my Kehra, K-E-H-R-A. I don't know how you say it. My Kehra has my swarm crew on it and I've been using that to go and kill my swarms. And I've still got a little bit of time before I get to 23. 23 I could probably hit next week. And then after that, I feel like things are going to start slowing down in terms of how I am able to be progressing in the game, because I feel like even though it feels like I haven't gone that far, I know that I have. And so I'm trying to pace myself and make sure that I'm accomplishing all things that I want to and not rushing so fast just to catch up that I don't understand things or enjoy. Man, even though I know I play a lot, I still feel like it's never enough. And I feel like that can be really frustrating for a person like me, just because my personality as a completionist and as a perfectionist is just wanting to get all the things done. And then finding times where I'm just super limited. I might be limited by like the build time or the research time, you know, the time frames. I might be limited on my resources and only being able to pull a certain amount a day or whatever. Just different things. And so it's been fun. I wish I could be further, but it is what it is. So this is my story time from me to you guys. And I know I'm probably going to get some flack for sharing this with you guys, but I don't know. I feel like it's okay to share. So on my server, I am in my server's top alliance, and they have been super kind, super helpful, but I'm definitely the baby on the team. I have a person in the game on my server that specifically looks for me to take me out. And they reached out to me via chat to tell me that. They told me they were doing it on purpose. This person is specifically hunting me because of the alliance that I'm on and the level that I'm at. They can't really touch anybody else on my alliance, so they're using me. And so they told me anytime they see me online, they're just going to look for me and get me. They were just coming after me, and every time I'd relocate and do something, they'd come after me again. They were going for my miners, and not even overprotected. I'd be mining a node for maybe all of 5 minutes, and then they'd show up and take me out. I'd repair, go to a different system, and same thing. And they were killing me like anywhere from 4 to like 6 or 7 times a night. I'd always been doing my mining on a certain schedule because of my work. So I work during the day, and then I play Star Trek Fleet Command pretty late at night into the wee hours of the morning. And this was like really rough because as a lower level player, they were too high for me to hit. But they could still take me out. I couldn't run, I couldn't hide, and I couldn't get my mining done. Man, after a week of it happening, I fell so behind on my resources. So behind. Like I just couldn't do any mining, and everything I needed to do required resources or materials in order to upgrade. So then I reached a point of desperation, and really the desperation came whenever I was on one of my streams. They were doing it again. They killed me 4 times, I think. And a couple of my alliance members had popped into my stream, and they were like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "This is what's going on." And they were like, "Well, why didn't you say anything?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know. I don't know why I did." They had me move into our territory. And when I did that, like my miner and my North Star, so my Envoy and my North Star, could both warp in and out of that new territory. but my Franklin could not. And so then I ended up building the Kara to use that instead, leveled it up, and then I was able to warp out of there to go do my swarms. But man, that's why I'm not using my Franklin, is because I'm now in a space. They wanted me in our territory so that way they could protect me if that person came in, which that person came into our territory several times and they just took them out so that way they wouldn't get to me. And it's like, it has opened up a whole new thing. I'm seeing a different side of the game right now than I have been playing for the last several weeks. And I'm learning. I am learning. So anyway, I'm sure people were probably curious whenever I mentioned that I'm not using my Franklin / I can't warp with my Franklin right now. That's why I'm staying inside of my alliance's territory, so that way I can be a little bit more protected until I'm strong enough to take care of myself. And then I'm moving out. I'm moving out of the coop. So anyway, really, that's all I have for this video. That's my update on where I'm at with Star Trek Fleet Command and kind of how it's been going. I wanted to share both, you know, like those high points of like, hey, these are all the things I've accomplished, as well as like those low points of, hey, I'm being targeted. So anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. Again, I appreciate all of you guys. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, subscribe if you're wanting to see more of my content, because that actually really helps me out. Would love it if you did. You can comment on the video if you have any advice that you'd like to give, any fun stories about if you had your very first altercation, you know, how that went. I know that the game is PvP, so I'm not saying anything against PvP. This is just very targeted and very directed. So I hope you guys don't misinterpret that as like me being a baby or anything. It's just, it is what it is. So, but I love reading the comments. Like I say in every video, I read through all of them. I respond to all of them. I find them very helpful. So I'd love to hear feedback there. And then if you're one of those people that you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, I do have a link to all of my donations in the About section. I have my link tree set up, and that has a few different methods of ways that you can directly financially support the channel. If that's something that you want to do, I am chasing full-time content creation and hopefully working a little bit with Scopely in the future. So I want to be able to bring more content on a game that I actually really like. And that is my where I'm at now update video for Star Trek Fleet Command. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Sorry it's been so long. Bye.